Ayo, what is groovy, what is good? It's your boy, Papa Capes, and we are back with yet another Raid Shadow Legends video. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring this video and for providing us with our first ever download link that you can find in the description below. Using this link directly supports me, directly supports the channel, and helps us continue to build what we are building right here. Starting out with my link will give you Tholen Foulbeard right off the bat, and as you continue to progress, you will then get the likes of Ugo, Tagore, and Mausoleum Mage, and also right now is one of the best times to start Raid. You can use the code RAID7 and get Pelops, or if you're looking for a more supporter role, use code WRATH for Padre. I'm quite excited to get into today's video because we did it, baby. Yes, that is true. We did it. And for those of you that have followed from when we decided to go for this, which is technically something we never decided to do. I think it was FOMO. We were only supposed to go for the next fusion, but we decided, we caved. Let's use the word caved and not decided. We caved and then decided to go for this fusion, and we have successfully hit 100 out of 100 frags. Masahiro is ready to be fused, the new Shadowkin healer / reviver, and I feel like he's going to impact my account in the best way possible. A couple of questions about this. I don't think I should summon him now. What do you guys think? Should I keep him for next fusion's champ chase? Should I summon him in the next CVC? I don't really know. For those of you that have been following this little mini series of us doing our first fusion, this is the first fusion we have participated in and successfully done, with planning, with preparation. There's so many people I'd also like to thank. First and foremost, my boy Siki. Thank you so much for helping us secure this fusion. He has played a major role in providing us with some of the resources we needed to secure this fusion. I cannot thank you enough. Secondly, many of you out in the comments were super positive, super helpful, and super welcoming to the idea of me going for my first fusion. I didn't expect such a warm reception of this idea because so many of you have done tons and tons of fusions, but this is my first fusion on my account. So yeah, we are truly stoked. We are relieved. I just want to talk about a few things that we experienced during this fusion. First and foremost, that calendar that is provided at the start of a fusion or just before the fusion started helped a ton. It allowed for us to prepare. It allowed for us to do the math. It visually shows you exactly what you need, which is something that I've never looked at before. So granted, because it was my first fusion, I was like, wait, am I making a mistake? Am I doing this? Do I need to do that? We were able to finish it without doing each and every single event. The last event that we did was Dragon in conjunction with the Gear Hunters event, but we didn't finish the Champion Chase tournament. We pulled a couple of shards because they're shiny and you know the vibes. Even though we're working on discipline, we're never going to be perfect, and that's okay. I'm not striving for perfection. I'm striving for vibes, and I'm striving to have a good time and to tell you guys about the time that I'm having. You know what I'm saying? So in doing that, we were able to get 5 frags from the Champion Chase, and we were lucky enough to pull, ironically, another Padraig on the account. Question I have about this is, yes, okay, cool, he's got a continuous heal, he's got an ally attack. Do I build both? Because we have built a Padraig already. Do I build him? Or do I +1 my Padraig? I know that +1 might not be the smartest thing to do. He's already in my faction Guardians in the Sylvan Watches, right there. Do I just keep him there? Do I +1 him? I will be reading these comments because I genuinely don't know. So make your way down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow the journey, baby. But please also make your way to the comments and let me know what you think about this. What do we do? +1? Or just keep him as a faction guardian? Please do let me know. But let's jump back into something that I want to talk about as well. So I just want to chat about my current Shadowkin roster. All right. So as we know, Masahiro is a Shadowkin champion. So currently we've got Turagi, we've got Masamoto, we've got Kinagashi, we've got Karato Fox Hunter, we've got Gori, and we've got Blood Mask. I definitely think that first and foremost, he's going to positively impact my account in the Shadowkin faction crypt, because right now Kinagashi is the only reviver I've got, if I'm not mistaken. On that A3 revives an ally with the 50% HP and 50% turn meter, also places a 60% increased defense buff on the ally for 2 turns. However, Kinagashi is quite squishy. even with Turagi's ally protect, I still find that Kinagashi dies quite frequently and quite often and quite soon. If we can't actually check the faction wars, but we haven't finished the faction crypt on normal yet. So this is one of the things that truly made me super excited about having Masahiro come in and introducing him to the roster so that we can finish the Shadowkin crypt and also get closer to Lydia, as I feel like Lydia is also an amazing champion. But let's not digress too much. Masahiro is the reason we are here today. If I'm not mistaken, Masahiro has a direct heal, which is also something that I lack on my account. So briefly to go through his kit, he attacks all enemies, 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased crit rate debuff for one turn. Then he attacks one enemy, but before attacking has a 75% chance of transferring all debuffs from all allies to the target. Then he heals all allies by 25% of this champion's max HP and places a 25% strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns. I feel like his healing is going to be slightly more so than my current Glakead. I can't say it's a continuous heal, so I don't want to compare him to Padraig, but outside of Rector, I don't have like a direct healer. And I mean, here heals all allies by 25% is massive, because this might replace Rector's role in my clan boss team, because I still use Rector in my clan boss team. So I'm looking forward to testing that out because of the more direct heal that he has. And also, this then means that I could potentially remove Rector and I could take Glakead out of my clan boss, because he also does an AoE revive. It's not a single target revive like Rector, and that's why I run Rector and Glakead, but he does a direct heal, or a more direct heal than anybody else that I've got outside of Rector, and he does an AoE revive. So genuinely curious to find out how he impacts my clan boss team. Haven't studied him to an extent just yet, but then we'll figure out exactly how we build him. And when I build him, I'll also talk about how I build him if that's something that you guys are interested in seeing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. One thing I did want to touch on though is, although we are so excited at the fact that we can say we've done a fusion, we are broke. We are broke. We've got no energy. Okay, cool. We skipped the gear enhancement event, the second one, because I thought to myself, if I skip the gear enhancement due to the fact that I got 5 from the champion chase, we can skip the gear enhancement and just double dip the dragon with the gear hunters, and that'll finish the event for us. That's why we've still got so much silver, and we didn't really need to use gems to replenish energy. And we've still got some reserves from energy, except this one. Treasure tickets reward, boom. So we've still got some energy in here that we can save and keep for the next fusion. And yeah, so we are kind of broke in terms of resources when it comes to shards, when it comes to energy outside of the reserves, but I feel like we've done okay. For the first one, we were a lot more hesitant, we were a lot less comfortable when it came to making decisions outside of anything pertaining to the fusion. So I'm excited to get involved in farming again, maybe for some of the gear that I have. Maybe there's like a Sand Devil tournament that comes up for another Prism Shard that I might go for now. But I won't lie to you, something that's brand new for me is the fact that it's added an entire layer to the game that to me, up until now, didn't exist. I played the game in a certain way without fusions, and that short-term dopamine hits with frag summons and pulling shards and stuff like that. Because I've done a frag summon before in our tour, right? But that was just log in. You didn't need to earn anything, you just needed to log in. But when it comes to doing it like this, and even if I think about the champion training, I feel like the champion training was one of the hardest champion trainings I've ever done. It makes me so excited for future fusions, because the way that I feel now, it's an accomplished feeling. Yes, okay, cool. We don't know if he's going to be a game-changing champion or anything like that. The way I feel is not directly related to Masahiro as a champion. It's related to something that we set within Raid. We set a goal, we put that goal out on the internet, accountability. You guys held me accountable in the Discord and on YouTube comments. Some said you're gonna fail, some said you hope that I succeed. Most of you, I won't lie, most of you, 95 to 98% of you said you're on my side, you're rooting for me, and thank you so much for that. We have succeeded. But this just makes me excited to go for the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that, because before you actually do it, it's a lot harder in your mind than actually doing it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying fusions are easy. It is not easy. Let me make that blatantly clear. It is not an easy thing to do. It was a lot harder in my head than it was in practice. That does not mean it's easy. My mind is just weird. So it's just opened up an entirely new level to the game, which I am excited for. And that is going to help with me staying disciplined in terms of using my shards and pulling shards unnecessarily. I mean, now I'm saving silver for the next fusion. Now I'm saving these energies, the energy in my mailbox, for the next fusion. Now I'm saving the possibility of even summoning him for the next fusion, which I'm not really sure about because he might impact my account like right now, but I guess we'll stay patient. But I'm at a place, as you can see as well with Embreeze, we are 4 fragments out. So for the next champion chase, in the next fusion, if we're able to stay disciplined, that's 500 points for Masahiro and 1,000 points for Embreeze. That would be a phenomenal thing to have in the bank for a fusion. So yeah, man, I just wanted to share that I'm super excited because yesterday we shared a milestone of reaching over 300 speed for the first time on our account. And today we're sharing a milestone reaching our first fusion that we successfully completed. So I'm on a high. I know that the high is not going to last forever, but I'm going to ride it as much as I possibly can and just utilize this moving forward in Raid. Like I said, my eyes have been opened and doing fusions are so worth it. If you've ever been on the fence about doing a fusion, take it from me as a first-time fusioner. It is worth it. You feel accomplished, you feel excited, and then you start asking yourself questions that you've never asked before. Like I was like always, how can I use my resources? Now I'm like, how can I best save my resources to make the next fusion slightly easier? So, not gonna rant on too much longer. That's been an absolute vibe. I am excited. I'm just going to ride this high for as long as I can. Again, thank you, Raid, so much for sponsoring this video. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. And guys, we have our own link that you will find in the description below. Please note that if you use that link, you'll directly be supporting me, directly be supporting the channel, and we'll just continue vibing. It is Sunday. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I'm about to go and have dinner with the family. Until the next video, happiness is a choice. Kindness is absolutely free. Leave your mark, yo. Peace out.